What's good, comic book community? Welcome to the Extreme Nerd Table, guys. Well, we're gonna be talking about some controversial stuff. It's been talking all week. I have my friend Anthony with me from Wild Mercury Comics. That's gonna have Venerella coming soon. So be sure to sign up for his Indiegogo. And here's Anthony.
Hey, what's up? Extreme Nerd Table viewers.
Uh-huh.
Make sure you hit
Yeah,
that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching for the first time. Make sure you hit the like button and hit notifications so you know when the Cantonese Comic Kid is dropping some new videos.
yeah. And I've been, dude. Work's been killing. I know work's been killing you. Work's been killing me, man. It's like
Yeah.
I couldn't even do a Wednesday show because that's how tired it got me,
Oh,
man.
really?
Yeah, I'm like, huh.
Well, that
I'm like,
that should have been your Cantonese word for the day. It should have been
yeah,
tired,
yeah. That's
exhausted,
that. Yeah,
perhaps.
that's probably what's gonna be. That's what if work doesn't kick my butt again. That's probably gonna be next week. But let me show you guys what I picked up, and then we'll get into the topics when Randall or one of the other
Yeah,
ones show up.
I got
But
a lot of stuff to show off too.
yeah, me too. I got
Yeah,
this to show off here. Frazetta, Golden Age Frazetta, 1950. Straight arrow,
nice.
4.0. Just
What
needs a
co-
good
what company is that?
press and clean. I'm not actually sure, actually.
Is it ME Comics?
Mutual.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and it's a magazine, actually.
I
It's
got you.
not even, yeah, it's not even a but it
Let's
does. The problem is it doesn't have no distinguishing marks to tell you it's a Frazetta.
let's see
It's a
that. Let's see that cover again.
Yeah.
Now Frazetta did the cover and interiors.
No, only the cover, but
Oh, he
interiors is
only
by
did the
some.
cover. Okay,
Yeah, it's interiors is by somebody else.
I got
But
you.
but I Golden Age books though, like you know how there's watermarks that let you know who it is. There's
Yeah,
no there's nothing. There's like if you look even on the pages that tell you inker and all that other stuff,
yeah.
nothing.
A lot of Golden Age books were like that though, where they don't even some of them don't have even credits
Yeah.
at all.
So yeah, it was, but yeah, I know for sure because the friend that bought it from a show actually told me it was, and I saw it on a Torpedo Comics thing. So yeah, I went
Got you.
okay, I pick it up. But for sure, it just needs a good press and clean. It probably get right now it's at a four, sitting at a 4.0, very good.
Yeah,
So I think honestly, if it gets a nice cleaning and pressing, it probably could be at least a 5 or at least a 4, 4.5 or something like that.
yeah.
So, but all it has issues is a little tear on his right above the bear's butt, and then right above the here there's like a little two tears. But for Golden Age from 1950, just
Yeah,
having a couple of tears in the book, and you know what I mean, and some so a little bit of like lines on the book and stuff like that. But it's not
sure.
too bad. It's
No,
not horrible at all. And
no.
then the big thing that came back this week. It took 187 days, but the final issue of the Warren run with a
Wow.
112, yeah, it took 100, and it's under their quota of saying how long it was going to take. But originally, it's supposed to take 230 something days. So
Yeah,
they're actually under their. you couldn't get mad at them. They weren't over their their slabbing day process. So they were under, but it's pretty funny, and it's a new type of slab too.
nice.
And plus, it looks like you know how they put the label in there.
Yeah,
They put it in there a lot nicer than previously, because
nice.
some of those slabs, some of these magazine slabs, they'll put it in there like crooked, like they don't sit in there straight. They'll sit it in
Sure.
there like a little funky looking, and it's at 8.5 and white pages.
Nice.
Yeah, but if you look at the pages, they look a little yellow. So I'm
I'm
surprised.
interested in seeing that ad on the back.
You mean the ET ad?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
Are they selling a mask? Is that a
yeah,
mask?
yeah. That is a
Wow.
mask. Yeah, ET mask, ET book,
I
ET
bet I bet I bet some of that
magazine.
stuff be worth money now.
Yeah, ET magazine, ET T-shirt. You know what I mean? All kinds of good goodies, ET goodies, and then some stuff I picked up from the shop this week.
Nice.
And you'll laugh at the number of what number this is. It is the deluxe limited edition, issue 69, and
Did that
signed by Jim Valiant.
did that just come out today?
No, it didn't come out this week. It came out a little while ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I finally got the
Okay.
got the funds to pick it up.
I got you.
And then here's the little art print they got for the back.
Oh, nice.
That's
That's not a new issue. That came out a while ago, right?
Yeah. It's a trade. It's actually a trade of all.
Oh, it's a trade. I got you.
It's all the Krampus stories.
Oh, I got you. Understand.
Yeah, it's all the Krampus stories in that one. I picked up this.
You know, if you swim too soon after you eat, you get Krampus.
or you be a really bad kid, man. It's not cold. You actually get Krampus.
Now, what is Vampyverse? Because I'm not familiar. It's all Vampirella people.
It's all Vampirellas. It's all different Vampirellas from different universes.
Oh, okay.
And like a kid goes around. Well, one of the Vampirellas from the universes is coming. You remember Jet Li's the one type thing where he goes, there only can be one, or like Highlander type thing. Yeah. So pretty much it's one vampy going through all the universes trying to destroy them all, so she can be the only one. But but it's pretty neat. And then there's a kid in one of the universes. And she finds out she's a comic book character. And one of them go, whoa, like she didn't know. But pretty much I didn't pick up much. I picked up the Jeff Lemire book.
Nice.
So yep. And then I picked up I got this Jennifer Blood.
That's nice.
Yep. And it's a Perillo cover. I picked this one up. Army of Darkness, 1979. 70. I was making sure I said 79. And then this one, the Monsters one. Yep.
Nice.
And then I picked up some other stuff from some older stuff. I picked up the Harris Arthur Adams.
That's book. Nice. I have that, I believe.
Yeah, I picked that up. I thought it was kind of cool. You probably have these Purgatory Jim Valiants.
Yes, I was looking at a whole bunch of those today.
Yeah,
including that issue in your hand. Yeah. I didn't know if I had it or not, so I didn't get it.
I just really liked them. That's the main reason.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, and I saw who it was by. That's why I picked it up.
A lot of my Venerella is influenced by Purgatory. If you look at her skin color.
Yeah, and then the Purgatory's first appearance, people are arguing about it, and I put it out there. That was issue 4 of Evil Ernie run, but they're saying it's not. It's a Lady Death run. I'm like, well, everywhere else is saying it's this one.
Yeah, I actually thought it was in a Lady Death, but you're probably right.
Yeah, and then Evil Ernie 0, but for some reason they say this is one of the books that you need for your Eternity run. If you're collecting, if you're collecting Eternity, you need one of these. I'm like, but that doesn't make sense. This came out in '93. Eternity came out in '91, so it doesn't make sense that you would need this. But this is one of the first. They say issue 0 is one of the first books that you need, and it's a little weird, but okay. And then this one,
you're right. Her first appearance is in Evil Ernie Revenge #1.
Well, it's not Revenge. Revenge #1. If you go to CGC and send it off, they'll say it's her cameo. Her first is issue 4 of that run. Okay. Yeah,
I got.
So you. I got a issue. It's a Purgatory, but it's like 1,000. Only 1,000s of this one made.
Yeah.
So, and then it is Mike Deodato Jr.
Yeah.
That's who did this one.
Sure.
And then we were just talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was their first appearance. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up, because people like I go like, okay, but yeah, that's pretty much what I picked up.
Well, even a cameo is a first appearance, really.
Yeah. So
like,
people
remember when that punchline came out and all it was the side of her face.
Yeah. So people wanted to argue. I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, it's whatever you think it is. Their first.
So I Oh, you got some more stuff?
Nope. I'm just fixing it over
I
here.
got so my whole thing was I actually didn't go to any stores this week. Well, actually, I did today on my way home. I stopped by my LCS was having a sale, but cool thing is, last weekend my wife sells vintage clothing online, and she follows a lot of people that do auctions. Well, this dude she knows was doing a comic book auction, right? So I'm gonna show you a stack of books I got, all for $1.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. So, I like my Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got this Bronze Age Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. I guess this came out 76, 78. Right. I don't know, whenever the Superman movie was coming out.
Yeah,
so
that's
Legion of Superheroes.
That should be Monel, right? That's Monel or whatever.
Yes. Yes. Okay. This is a nice Joe Staton cover, which is pretty cool.
That's really cool.
I got this another Legion of Superheroes. I have a big run of the Keith Giffen, and I got this 300th anniversary issue. Big thick book. It's in really good shape. I got another Legion of Superhero with a Mike Grell cover.
That's really cool.
And by the way, my wife got all these from an auction for $1 a piece.
That's really good, man.
Then I got this 25-cent Legion of Superheroes. Pretty old. It's from 1973 or 74. I think this one's actually written by Jim Shooter.
Oh, that's cool.
And this one's written by Jim Shooter too before he went to, oh no, this isn't written by Jim Shooter, but this is cool. This is Dave Cockrum doing Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes before Dave Cockrum went to the X-Men.
Yeah, we'll roll into that topic in a little bit.
And what's cool, I don't know if you folks have ever seen Timberwolf by Dave Cockrum, but I don't know, does that look familiar to you?
Yeah, it looks a little like Timberwolf, like you said.
Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine. And yeah.
Now for $1, I got this Conan. It's in crappy shape, but Barry Windsor Smith Conan.
Very nice.
Look at that. Number 19, 20 cents. 1972, by the way. It's rough, but 1972, Conan number 19. Then I got a 1982, John Buscema, Roy Thomas, Conan King Size Annual number 1.
Oh, that's really cool.
Look at a splash page for you, Jeff.
Very nice.
1982. Then I got this Conan 103. Again, very rough condition, but, John Buscema Conan, $1. Got this new Teen Titans because I didn't have this particular issue. Marriage of Starfire.
That's what that is. It looks like you know how they have Savage Rogue and all that.
Yeah,
it looks like Savage.
Starfire in a wedding dress.
Yeah.
I have almost John Byrne's Fantastic Four run. I only need 4 issues to complete the run.
Oh, that's cool.
And this was one of them. And my wife got this for me at an auction. What she did is, I was in my office drawing or doing something over the weekend. And she kept coming in with her phone and said, do you want this? Do you want this? So my lovely wife bought me a bunch of comics for $1. Defenders number 3. Pretty cool Bronze Age book. Defenders number 104. That's again, cool. By the way, anybody watching this, Eddie from the Batcave, these are all $1. These are $1 stuff. Now, this was my coolest find.
What was it?
Look at the number.
35 center.
But and you know what the problem is?
And number 2. It's a reprint.
Reprint. But when I saw this, I almost shit myself because this number 2, if this was the first print, that's the first appearance of Han Solo and Chewbacca. In
that's
comics,
why.
Ever.
That makes sense.
It's a cool Spider-Man, little Christmas spirit.
Very nice.
The artwork in here is incredible.
Is the cover by Jim Lee?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is way back from 1986.
Oh, okay.
Jim Lee was not working in 1986, but whoever did the artwork in here
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like Art Adams, but
Oh, okay.
really, really, really cool artwork. Black cat in here. Really cool cover. Almost looks like a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I don't know. Bronze Age Spider-Woman number 15,
Very
starring the
nice.
Shroud. And I needed this. Yeah, Eddie from the Batcave. All of these books were $1. Namor, Submariner, number 3. I needed this for my John Byrne Submariner collection. And now, you want to see the best thing I got there, Jeff?
Yeah.
I got some. I bought something for you.
Oh, wow.
It's Glory and Angela.
Yep.
But it's a flip book.
It is.
And it's the first appearance of Dark Child.
Nice.
Maximum Press number 1.
Nice. Very nice.
It's only like a 5-page story, by the way.
Very nice.
It's like my Martian Law.
Yeah, I appreciate it though.
No problem. I'll mail it to you by the time 2024 comes around.
Or we'll see each other before
when
then.
When Aquaman comes out in the movies, you'll get it.
Yeah. All right, we got our other co-host.
Yay.
Randall.
Yay.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, so you know the topics, right? You see it on our header, so pretty much you know what the topics are.
Randall, you already missed it. Me and Jeff just showed off everything we got this week. So
what did you get anything, or is there anything coming out this week that you're looking forward to?
I wouldn't let him go, Jeff. He showed up late, missed us. We got to move on.
To be honest, I haven't even had a chance.
We got a lot to talk about.
I haven't even had a chance to go through the boxes. I will say though that I got 3 boxes from Penguin Random House. And these boxes look much better than the boxes that they were sending my books in. So I'm very excited to see what it looks like on the inside. Hopefully,
but you know what the topics are is Superboy, the new Adam Warlock, and DC fandom. So those are the 3. Those are the major topics. Yeah. So. So
you guys lead the way, and I'll chime in.
Yeah, since you're you've seen the DC fandom, and I saw you on Facebook bitching about Batman.
Oh yeah.
So you don't like the sparkling
Are we talking
Batman,
about DC fandom now, or are we going to talk about Superboy first and then Adam
Warlock? I'm working my way to Superboy because I know how offended you're going to get.
Might as well hit the DC fandom. Fandom.
Yeah.
Fandango.
Yeah.
So we're talking about that first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, it was great. I just wish I wasn't so tired during the whole event. But yeah, I mean, I missed like the first 10-15 minutes of it. So the very beginning of it was the Dwayne Johnson doing his teaser for Black Adam, which
you can rewatch it. You know. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, trust me, because I mean, once the event is over, you can go back and replay it and watch from the beginning. So I did that, and yeah, the trailer looked great. I was hoping we get to hear him talk a little bit, but nothing. It's just actions speak louder than words.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you heard him talk though, in the trailer, didn't you? Oh, okay.
No. But it was cool. It was a nice teaser. And then of course they showed not long after that the Aquaman 2 behind the scenes. So Aquaman 2, let's see here.
Eddie, you know what? After it was over, I just went to YouTube 2 hours later and
I did the same thing.
The fandom is for people that don't have jobs who sit in their house all day and
I requested the day off.
For fandom?
Just for the event. In fact, you can see me wearing my DC fandom shirt.
Lord Almighty.
This is what you call a really, really, really dedicated DC fanboy.
Yes. Well, fan. I will cut off the boy part and just put fan.
Fan. Okay, fan man.
I just call him a shill.
Yeah.
You know Schindler's List, Randall's Schiller's List.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, you had Aquaman 2 behind the scenes. That looks great. I love the whole Jason Momoa. One of the things I like about Jason Momoa is the way he gets hyped and he starts talking about, the people he's working with, the movies that he's working on. So like he does the whole like the tides are changing. The tides are changing, like I like that. I thought that was cool. That was fun.
If you follow James Wan on Instagram,
yeah,
his account is called Creepy Little Puppet.
Yeah.
Which named after Annabelle, of course. But his Creepy Little Puppet Instagram account, just about 2 hours ago, he posted pictures of the new Black Manta costume.
Dude, that
it is so fucking badass. It looks it looks so Silver Agey. Oh God, it's so cool. So cool. Yeah.
It really makes me sad because James Wan is just known for only doing like 2 movies.
Trust me, they're gonna offer him enough money. He'll probably end up doing it.
If this one does half as good, I guarantee he'll make a third one, and then it'll be done.
I doubt it.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
Nah.
I doubt it. He's very adamant. He's very adamant. I think insists that he.
Whatever. I
mean, that he will never direct the trilogy.
Well,
you never know.
Eventually, eventually that series will flounder out anyway. So.
Yeah, so that was good. My favorite thing that I didn't think I was going to love as much, but it turned out to be my favorite thing of DC fandom.
The Flash.
I thought it was going to be super. I thought it was going to be super pet.
No, it was Flash.
Yeah, the footage that they showed off, and then
Michael Keaton was in it.
I'm surprised. I'm sure there's people that have mentioned it. I haven't seen anyone mention it, but parts of the footage that they're showing, if you pay attention to the music in the background, that's the music. That's like, elements from the 1989 Batman soundtrack.
Oh, shut up about Batman. How cool does his uniform look, though?
It looks better. It looks better.
The one with all the lines on it. It was fucking great. Look at Eddie from the Batcave, the boots, the ring.
The
boots. Looks killer.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was great. It was great. But just hearing Michael Keaton's voice, and then you saw the cowl from behind, and he's like, "Are you in?" And then I love the part where he basically takes the cover of the Batmobile off, but you don't see the Batmobile. They just cut the scene right away, but you hear his reaction, like, "Oh my God!" Like that's how I think fans are going to feel. The sad thing is, we should be excited for the Flash movie because of the Flash, when in reality, many people are excited for the Flash movie because of Michael Keaton Batman.
No, so my thing is, I want them to introduce.
It's not cool at the same time.
Don't forget
Terry McGinnis.
Don't forget Batfleck's in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see that as well.
And don't forget, guys. They could introduce Terry McGinnis if they really wanted to during the Flashpoint movie. If they want,
I really would love that. I don't think they're going to do it though.
No, but I'm just saying, if they really wanted to, they could. Yeah. Because they could say Keaton is the one sitting there in the wheelchair and whatever. So
I have heard rumors and talks that Keaton is interested in coming back to keep playing more Batman. So this may not be the last time we see Michael Keaton as Batman. We'll see.
So we might get a Batman Beyond type movie thing.
I would really like that. I think one time somebody suggested that they get Timothée Chalamet to play as Terry McGinnis, and you can tell he loves that so much. Look, it's like he's going down.
And then
I have a hairball.
And then James, what was it? Yeah.
But yeah, but to me that was just the best. And it was cool. Like they actually did mention some of the comic book stuff that's going on.
Okay. But the big thing in the room is, what did you think of the Batman?
The trailer. Oh yes. I was getting to that. I was literally saving the worst for last. I mean, it's funny. Like people, it is funny how I can kind of see what other people are seeing, but at the same time, I can't see what they see, and vice versa. They can't see what I see. I look at that trailer. I look at what Matt Reeves overall, what he's doing, and I refer to it as a poor man's Christopher Nolan's Batman film. And people are saying, well, it looks nothing like Christopher Nolan's Batman films. Like, yeah, dummy. If you know the term poor man's, if you know the poor man's term, it means basically like a knockoff. It's similar. And
Yeah,
of course,
but
Matt Reeves is going to have a different physical look.
yeah, but
He's gonna, some people complain that it was dark.
It's the
Me
new generation's
personally,
version of Batman. It doesn't have to be ours. You know what I mean? Ours is the Michael
really
Keaton
not.
one.
It's It's another Frank Miller
Yeah,
version.
yeah.
it's not even another
year.
It's not even another Frank
year
Miller
one.
version. It's not.
It is so. Look at year one. Look at year one. Dark Halloween. Capullo's Court of Owls. Look at all those comic books. And that's what they're going for. And by the way, I bet you there's even a lot of Tom King, Clay Mann stuff in there. Because all those scenes with Selena, that looks like all shit.
Visually,
I read all of Tom King's run. There's stuff. You see it. I see it. But you got to understand, he just became Batman. He's not Ben Affleck's I've been Batman for 20 years. Right.
Or Michael Keaton's when I've been Batman for
Snyder versus Batman says in Batman versus Superman, I've been in Gotham for 20 years doing this.
Right.
All right. And by the way, I saw your and you saw my comments back to you. As funny as they were, restore the Randallverse. Ben Affleck's Scott Snyder's Batman was a fucking killer, dude. He killed people in that movie. He was branding them and stabbing them with batarangs.
I think we've had this discussion before, where almost every different Batman has killed people,
except Adam West. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Adam West. Adam West. I think. I know. I don't know your heart.
Oh no, Adam West did.
But I know. But I know you want an Adam West / Tim Burton.
Nope.
Michael Keaton Batman.
No. Let me tell you something.
What do you want?
Adam West did kill. He did kill.
Okay.
He killed people with boredom.
Okay.
Hey. No, I'm kidding. Anyways,
don't quit your day job, whatever that might be.
Right. No,
but hey, honestly, Batman is like the Dark Knight, the Justice in the Night, Vengeance, whatever. Give it a chance, man.
Let me ask you something. Based on what you've seen on the trailer, do you think that this Batman film would be better than Christopher Nolan's Batman?
It might be. I haven't seen the movie yet. See, that's the thing, Randall. I saw you online say the other day, if I see something in the news, you said, and you were preaching to everybody, you said, don't say nothing negative about it. The point is there's an aesthetic that people like or they don't like. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to judge it if I haven't seen it. I am not going to judge a movie by a trailer. However, with the hype that the trailer did from the imagery and the look and the car and his costume and his cowl and his breastplate, I'm all in. I was all in the last trailer. I'm all in more for this trailer because I actually got to see him with his cape stretched and going through shit. And, I think it looks cool. Batman should be kick-ass, look cool.
So I'm hearing it's going to be 3 hours long.
That's great. Make it 5. The longer, the better. Because I feel like then I haven't wasted my money in the theater. That's my take.
I am very excited. I'm very excited to see everyone's reaction after the film.
But like everybody's
I'm more intrigued to find out how many more people are going to agree with me.
But like everybody's saying, the superhero movies are having issues in their third act. Everybody's been saying that. Even Endgame, all those Avengers. It's the third act. Now the problem is just hoping the new ones don't have that issue where it goes straight into the third act, and then we're gonna have
My concern is like I know WB's reputation.
We all know WB's reputation.
Right. I know their reputation, I know their record, and I know the way that they think. And they think money. Now, the Batman franchise that's made them the most money has been Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight.
Sure.
His trilogy.
Yeah. It's been around longer, but the one that everybody really likes is the other one. What the hell is the other guy's name? The Dark Knight Returns.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, no, okay. No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the newer one.
You're talking about Snyder?
No, Christian Bale and
that's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the one that's made the most money from Warner Brothers.
I thought for some reason I've been thinking 89 one. For some I don't know why.
So the thing about Christopher Nolan's Batman franchise, right, his 3 films, was that film was grounded and realistic.
Sure.
Right? That's exactly what Matt Reeves is doing.
But what Matt was saying,
it's copying Nolan's idea of keeping it.
But it's detective based, more detective.
It's not a bad idea. Nolan's, in my opinion, Nolan's was the best series of movies for that realism, because Batman is indeed not a super being. He's not a meta-human. So the truth of the matter is that he needs to fight the Joker and the Riddler and Bane and all that, even though Bane.
I get that. But when you keep a film series realistic,
right?
Nolan insisted any obscure characters like Clayface, Man-Bat, Mr. Freeze, any of these characters, you will never see them because they're not realistic.
Right.
So we're only going to see crazy people and criminals.
Mr. Freeze, you could actually make him.
Yeah,
that's all we're going to see.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean,
for you, yes. For me, it's not.
Why? Do you think they're really going to have more than 2? They're lucky if they even get one of these movies. In other words, we know one is coming out. Do you think Pattinson and them are going to sign for another? I don't. I really don't. I think it's going to be like. I think this Matt Reeves film
is going to be like the Joker one.
It's going to be like the Joker. What?
I'm telling you right now, the only way they make another movie is if the audience, which the audience is already doing it. They're already clamoring for it. They're already loving it. And by the way, here's another POV. Here's another point of view, okay? You take Matt Reeves' name, which so many cinematic fans, so many people who love film, they already know who Matt Reeves is because of all of his films that he's directed. You take Robert Pattinson, which pretty much almost everybody in the world knows who Robert Pattinson is, right? And you have all these film people that are like, oh my God, he's like one of the greatest actors of all time, better than James Dean, blah, 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 right? So you have all these people and you have all these directors, actors, all together in the one movie, right? I'm getting to it. They're all together in one movie. Now, pretend the name of the movie is not Batman. Pretend that it's a character called Pigman, okay? Pigman or Gerbil Man.
There is
any ridiculous animal you can think of, right? Whatever ridiculous character is the name of the movie, those same people will still be excited for it because they're excited for Matt Reeves and they're excited for Robert Pattinson.
Sure.
But those people that are excited for them, they could care less about Batman. They could be like, fuck Batman, I don't care. Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, give it to me. I want all this great acting and great directing, and I hope it gets an Oscar and all this and all that. They could care less.
I'm just saying, if it does get an Oscar, it would be the first one to actually get one.
No, I guarantee you that's what they're going to push for, because you already had people from WB that are they're comparing this film to Nolan's Batman meets Joker.
Good.
They're already comparing both of those films together. Good. I mean, sure, good for you. Not for me.
No, it's good for Warner Brothers because down the road, then they'll get back to your fantastical Batman you're looking for. Detective Comics was not fantastical.
They like to rinse and repeat.
The Ra's al Ghul stuff, okay, the Joker stuff that Neil Adams, Denny O'Neil was doing. Other than the Lazarus Pit, there's nothing fantastical going on in those stories. And that's when Batman was at the height of his popularity after the Adam West. So my thing is, Batman was like reading Batman in the early 70s when it had its renaissance of comics was like reading issues of Scooby-Doo. There was a dude who was robbing something and he would tear his mask up. He wasn't – the only time he teamed up with Superman was in JLA and whatever. Dude, I guarantee you, you're gonna see the Snyderverse Justice League sometime, somewhere, somehow. Even if it's 10 years from now and it's different actors. You're gonna see the Justice League again. You're going to see fantastical Batman, and you're already getting 2 other Batman in the Flashpoint movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that stuff's not dead. You might even see Robert Pattinson in the Flash movie. You never know.
No.
Well, you never know, man. There could be a post-credit scene. You never know.
Yeah,
I know based on everything that Matt Reeves is involving himself in, like they're trying to make a, Gotham City Police TV show that's tied in with his Batman film. Like he's already looking to expand the universe. And granted, I will say the one good thing that they did at least was mention that Batman has his own Earth. So it's his own universe. And so it's like Earth 3, I think, or Earth 2, Earth 4, whatever.
Yeah, so it's a standalone Batman. That's like the Earth 1 stuff that are in comics.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. Same thing. That's all they're doing is making it one. You don't have to like it. That's your opinion that you don't like it, but there's a bunch of people that are gonna like it. Like I didn't like Pattinson Pattinson because of the. So
I already told you. Like if it wasn't Batman, it could have been a different character, and there's people that will already automatically like it because.
All right, since we're talking about these type of topics, since we're talking about these topics, what do you guys think about the Adam Warlock actor? The guy that they got.
He's not what I would have wanted for Adam Warlock, but
correct. I didn't want that either.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge Adam Warlock fan, anyways. So it's just like I'll watch it. I like James Gunn. James Gunn cast him. Like, okay, hopefully he does good. I don't think I've seen him in anything that I don't like. I don't think I've seen a bad.
Yeah, but my problem is I feel like he's too young to play Warlock. You know what I mean? He's a little young.
Adam Warlock. When they did that post-credit scene, the point was he was just being born in that.
Right.
So
I understand.
And they're gonna paint them all gold like those other people anyway.
Okay.
So I hope they do.
I think.
And if it's James Gunn, I bet you he will.
Yeah.
It always depends on the intentions of what. Like the one great thing about Marvel is they really do think ahead. They think in the future. So when you do get younger actors playing certain roles, perfect example, Tom Holland playing Spider-Man. When you have young actors like that, and you keep pumping out.
I don't mind him. It's just he looks way younger than he is. He's 28, but he looks a lot younger than that.
Yeah, he's got like a young looking face.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Okay. That never hurt Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I understand that, guys. It's just I'm just saying he's supposed to be. And then what is it? Like Tim was trying to tell me he's supposed to be the perfection or something like that. So he's supposed to be like you know what I mean? Good looking, really good looking.
Yeah, well, I mean,
something like that.
But it's the MCU, man. It's not Marvel.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that's what I'm just saying.
See you later, Eddie from the Batcave. Thank you,
man. Take it easy.
See ya.
Appreciate it.
But that was a pretty big one. But the major one, I want to see what your opinion is. Superboy being bisexual or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah. You know what? Personally, I think it was too early to do something like that for his character, in my opinion, from my point of view.
My big thing. So, do you agree with Dean Cain? They should have created a whole new character.
I mean, I haven't seen what Dean Cain says, so I can't agree or disagree.
Right.
All I can say is that it's art, it's subjective, and I know that I love Tom Taylor. I think he's great.
So pretty much what Anthony said, what Anthony always says, has their own interpretation in art.
I mean, the thing about Tom is that Tom saw an opportunity. He saw an opportunity where it's like, hey, we have a chance to
get in the news,
create more, and put
to get in the news, to get in the news, to get in the news. That's all he did.
Yep, because CNN even picked it up, man. That's what I saw the CNN article. Yeah,
there was no craft. There was no craft behind that. In my opinion, I don't care if they turn him into a goat fucker. I don't care what he sleeps with. I'll be honest with you. I don't care what they do with characters' sexuality anymore. But here's my objection. Let me just finish. Okay. My objection is the way Tom Taylor announced it, like he's fucking running for office. Tom Taylor, first of all, is not gay. Not that matters, but I'm surprised people haven't jumped on that. You know, how can a straight person write here? I don't care.
Well, okay. Since we brought it up, watch it 3 months down the line. Somebody brings it up. He's not.
I don't care. But the thing is, I like Tom Taylor. I've met him personally. I didn't like how he came out all about this. He came out on National Coming Out Day about a character, by the way, and I think it's a real cop-out for DC. I think it's an insult to homosexuals every time DC makes a character bisexual, because they can always go back and be with women. They're leaving it open in case it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
I do not like that, first of all. I don't like the fact that his boyfriend in the comics couldn't be even slightly manly. He had to look like the roadie for BTS. And then thirdly, I think Tom Taylor was a major prick for coming out, signaling all that virtue. Look at how good I am. I feel so comfortable. Fuck you, dude. You are a stupid little fuck who just wants press. You don't give a shit about writing a good story. And let me tell you why I don't like it. Because Tomasi had a great run with Super Sons, and Bendis took young Jonathan, aged him up, and turned him bisexual somehow.
Well,
and that's Bendis. Not cool. You shit all over Tomasi's stories.
Yeah, and Tomasi, and I love Tomasi's
Tomasi's stories are still good. It's not shitting over his stories. It's
but now you can't go back. You can't go back. That's what I'm saying. Once you do something, you can't go back. Why? First of all, Bendis, why did you age him up? And then why? And then send Superman off so you can have this guy with truth, justice, and a better tomorrow? Fuck all that shit. Give me my real Superman back. And by the way, hot take, and I'm shutting up. My voice hurts. I haven't bought a Superman comic in 30 years, so I could give a shit. I couldn't give a shit. This is the last time I bought Superboy comics. Superman, I don't give a shit. Make him pansexual.
Oh boy, don't mention it because they'll end up doing it 3 months down the line.
He's sleeping with the Tooth Fairy now. But anyway, my point is, Tom Taylor, you're a good writer. Get in the news for writing good stories, not for holding picket signs and making and changing sexuality of established characters. To the LGBTQ community, have all the characters you want. I think it's great. But why keep switching characters? For headlines, money, my LCS said they're not ordering any extra copies because that's what DC wants. They want him to order, it's a collector's item because he kisses a dude. You know what? It's a bullshit story. Bullshit story. Write a good story.
My thing is this is gonna but this is gonna end up like the Death of Superman type stuff where it's gonna get overprinted, a lot of it overprinted because so many people are gonna want it.
No, they're not gonna overprint. They're trying to save a book no one cares about that Batman's not in.
But my thing is, we don't care about that. But then the LGBT community might want to, copy.
Sure. But I mean, again, like when you say Death of Superman sold over 1 million copies, this book will be lucky to break over 100,000 copies.
Right.
But
you never know. I mean, don't forget they got those Walmart packs, so it might end up in Walmart packs.
I don't shop at Walmart, so I don't care.
Or it might end up in Target packs, and you never know. Or GameStop.
It would be great if Target was releasing packs. Then I would be shopping at Target more often. But no, I mean, I partially agree with what you're saying, Anthony. I partially agree with it.
I know I was rude to Tom Taylor. I didn't mean that.
If he
Don't worry,
can't
I
take a
don't.
hot
He's
take,
watching.
yeah. If he can't take a hot take, he need to go somewhere.
No, I'm sure. Trust me, I'm sure that there's far more people that were way more rude to Tom than what
Trust
Anthony
me.
said.
Yeah, but trust me, like
Yeah.
the Dean Cain thing. Yeah, trust me, the Dean Cain thing.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you think about them changing the motto from, and not that it's an established motto that anyone's used in the last 20 years, but truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. Why? What's wrong with the fact that Clark Kent, not Jonathan, but Clark Kent was raised in Kansas.
Yeah.
And he grew up as an American. In fact, they've even had those alternate universe where he's a Russian or whatever. Is it really offensive? Do I have to call my next issue of Misty America? Do I have to call it Misty and a Better Tomorrow?
No. I mean, you could do whatever you want. It's your character.
I know, and so can they.
I think what it is that they're trying to show that Superman isn't exclusive to America. Superman is the hero for the entire world, you know. And so and not to mention, I think it's a double-edged sword, right? When you do that, because here's the double-edged sword. On one edge of the sword, you're basically saying Superman is for he's referenced that Earth is his home. Humanity, Earth, the planet Earth, that's his home. Sure. Krypton was his planet where he was from, but Earth is his home. They want to basically show off saying that he's not just a hero just for America, he's a hero for the entire world. So like that's one side. The other double-edged side is that, let's face it, in the media, over probably the past 20 to 30 years, little by little, America and our leaders who run our country have not made good decisions, have done some bad things, and it's a reflection of our country. And because of our country is not looking in the media like it used to look, you know, so now our country is.
So let's make it worse and take away all pride in being American. That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah.
What's the harm?
No, I mean, because
he was made in America. Like It's like Coca-Cola and Levi's. I don't care if you sell it to the rest of the world. The character was created in America by Americans, immigrants, and there's nothing. That's the problem I have is you're making. Look, here's the deal. Just like the bisexuality, I don't care if you take American out. But the problem is that when I saw them, and again, DC fandom, here's our virtue, everybody. Here it is. It's like, you know, when he takes the shirt off and you see the S?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. There should be a V for here's my virtue. I'm a comic book company that's trying to be woke. And they tell this thing about America, but the truth of the matter is, Randall, you're dead on. America is not a perfect country. But compared to a lot of countries in the world, it's pretty good. Now, I don't care about that. I'm not a nationalist, a pride person, or a jingoist. I question our country every day and the people that run it. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't destroyed ourselves. But the truth of the matter is, you know what bothers me about is the minute DC makes those comments, even and it doesn't even need to be on Twitter. You can be on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, and the comments are not by people saying, I love America, you guys suck. You know what the comments are? You're right. This isn't my America. We shouldn't have that in there. And the problem I have with that is that people are equating real life situations. Trump or Biden or Reagan or Kennedy or Carter or Bush.
Or Clinton.
They're putting it into these fictional things. Just because America is having an immigration problem or a pandemic or opioid problem or wage or inflation, maybe keep it like keep Gotham and Metropolis and the US that's in the comics, why don't you separate them a little bit from the real world so that when I read something in comics and a character says, I don't believe in America anymore, everybody just doesn't go, yay, burn America. Because that's the way it seems sometimes. The people that are anti-America, it's just telling them it's okay to not have any pride in where you live.
Right.
That's all.
I get what you're saying.
It's
but
bad.
Also keep in mind too that we know. Come on, I mean, we are in the comic book community. We know how comic books are. We know how comic books sell, and we also know how many people actually read comic books and care about what's going on in comics. So some of these people that we see their opinions about that, we know that it's very few and it's a very small number of people.
It's 5%. The internet, Twitter, Instagram, all that. 5%. The studies shown. That's 5% of the people that actually buy comics. And what's weird is Tom Taylor and his ilk choose those social media to make the most noise, to get headlines. And I wish they'd get headlines by just being, this is a kick-ass book. Buy it.
Right.
Well,
no, I get that. I get that. But I mean, also at the same time that, how do I put it? Like I said, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to promote. It's an opportunity, but it's also an opportunity to create new characters. Jonathan Kent, for better or worse, is still, a fairly new character. I don't even think he's been around a full 10 years.
No, you're right.
So, and then by aging him, the thing is that he's still a teenager, and teenagers are still working to identify themselves and figure out what they are, and that's why a part of me was like, I feel like he's too young. I think he's too young to have kind of just all of a sudden discover and say, hey, this is how I am. This is my attraction. This is what I'm into. I think, his character hasn't been around long enough at least 5 years that the character's been around. He was a boy. He wasn't a teenager.
Yeah.
Bendis has only been around for a couple years at DC.
2 years, maybe 2 years, 2.5 years.
Jonathan Kent has only been a teenager for less than 2 years.
Right.
And already they're classifying that's the problem I have, is that he hasn't been around long enough as a teenager to really establish him and what his, interests are, So I do think that part of it is probably I think it's the perfect storm. I think that, the writer's we should do this. And then of course the editors are this is great for marketing. Let's do it. Because let's face it, the publishers.
We've spent 20 minutes talking about it. Stupid.
Yeah. The people who are running DC, it's a business. I wish they should advertise this on every comic book. Comic books, business first. Everything else second.
Wouldn't sell very well.
Of course it wouldn't sell. Of course it wouldn't sell. But people would learn. People would learn oh, that's right. You're a corporate company creating art, creating stories. But part of the reason you're creating these stories because you're a think tank. You're creating characters and stories to put on film and television, because that's where the majority of the money is made, is film and television. It's like toys. Do you think they made toys for kids to feel better? No. We made toys because we know kids would want the toys. And we want them to want the toys because we want money. That's what America is. We're a capitalist country that worships money.
But the comic book industry shouldn't be a stepping stone to other media. It should still be a real industry by itself. And unfortunately, the political discourse that's in this country every single day is being perpetrated in the comics also, and now more than ever. And it's sad because the problem is it's making some people happy, but it's also dividing a lot of people in the community with not really arguing amongst themselves. They're just not buying stuff anymore.
Well,
There's
the
people
reality,
you know and I know who have come on this show who said, I won't buy a new comic book at a store ever or a trade. They're like, we only buy old comic books. And that's because it's not that they're not making quality comic books.
Right.
It's just they're tired of being, they see CNN, they see Fox, they see the news, they see the newspapers, they see the internet, they see their Facebook feed. They don't want that anymore. They just want to be entertained. And yes,
well, I mean,
there has been politics from day one in comics. All the DC comics in the 40s were propaganda vehicles for while America was at war. Okay?
Yeah.
We all get that. In fact, the Truth, Justice, and the American Way started out like that.
Yeah.
But at some point in the modern world, let's talk about space and the final frontier and all that shit too.
Sure.
And Superman, Superboy, Superdog, Supergirl, they're all super. But we know they sleep with people, but let's not make that the emphasis of the story.
Right.
Let's have some better stuff.
Yeah. The thing is that
better tomorrow.
Yeah. The reality of it is we have several things happening, different things happening all at once. And then we, because of social media and because everything that we see, we're connecting it all together, And but yeah, I mean, for the most part, like I'm in the same boat. I mean, there's a number of things that the comic book industry needs to do and needs to change. But the problem is that DC Comics is owned by a corporate company that knows nothing about comic books, doesn't care about comic books, and they only care about the numbers and they care about money. And they're telling the people who are running the business first, they're telling the people who are running the business, your numbers have got to go up. I don't care how you do it. I don't care what you do. Your numbers have got to go up, And I think because of also keep in mind, we have social media. Can you imagine if social media existed back in the 80s and 90s? How much bigger comic books would have been, or how many more complaints?
I think the world would have. I think the world would have been destroyed.
Imploded.
How much more influenced would the writers and artists have been, and we wouldn't have gotten the stories that we got because
you're right. Randall, you solved every issue of entertainment. Spend less time on your phone and more time actually being creative. You nailed it. You nailed it right there.
Yeah.
Stop trying to influence us with your personality. Rather, influence us with your creative output.
Right.
And there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, but the other thing I think to point out also is that what has social media given us more of that we actually don't need?
Everybody's opinions.
Yes, but in reality, social media has given us more news. We have so much news. We have so much that's going on, right? And news essentially is propaganda, right? When you have movements, when you have things that are going on, people getting canceled because they did something or said something wrong. It's in the news. It's all in the news, And so people are taking that information, they're taking that news, and they're using it because it's influencing on them. It's an influencing within society, within their tribe, within the people that they're hanging out with. It's this news that everyone's talking about. Hey, did you see in the news? I saw it on social media. I saw 20 articles about it on social media. Did you see what Kevin Hart said about, what if his kid was gay? Did you see that? And then same thing with Twitter. And I love what Dave Chappelle said. He says Twitter's not a real place. And I half agree with him on that, And that's the thing is social media is still new. It's still new. And then you have young kids that are growing up with social media as if it's normal, And then you have people who were around during World War II that don't even know how to navigate through social media. They can sit there and have a one-on-one, like face-to-face conversation with you, but they can't do it on social media. So it's crazy times. I think we're advancing very, very fast. And I think so many people, now that we have the ability to have all of our opinions, now that we're able to, everyone's allowed to speak their mind, it's an ugly version of chaos. It's an ugly version of organized chaos,
And again, I don't want to see it, but I don't want to see it like, I think Simply Incredible, who every time he says he doesn't feel good, can not appear on the show, but still be in the chat the whole time. Anyway,
his arthritis is doing okay.
And by the way, we love you, Simply Incredible. Hope you feel better. Really, sincerely. The thing though that's what's weird is that, Randall, that the thing that he said that D says about reflection of current times. Of course, they can reflect current times. It's like, I'm a Sergeant Fury fan, so yeah, it's based in World War II. Get it?
Yeah.
However, it's when an agenda is pushed that's not necessary to the story. And again, that can apply to anything. When you read Crisis on Infinite Earths, like it's a life and death world universe thing. If there are gay characters like Obsidian, the Green Lantern's son, or whoever, or North Star in the very early issues of Alpha Flight. All right, we're talking about like 1982. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't integral to the story. It was just, hey, this guy's Native American, this girl's French, this guy's homosexual. Right. And then that was it. Okay. If he made glances or whatever, all that stuff.
I was looking at Simply Incredible's comment.
Yeah. So the truth of the matter is that it's all good, but give me a story, man.
Yep.
Right.
Make an all drag queen cast for the next Star Wars, but make it a good film. Then it doesn't matter. Identity doesn't matter if it's good.
Yeah. My thing is that I've always appreciated continuity and structure. I've always appreciated like just, like a roadmap, like know where you're going, turn here, turn there, go here, boom, you've reached your destination in a single file line. Let's keep it going, like structure. And the thing is that, these comic companies, and that's another thing too, man, like with social media, with the internet, with technology, the companies that are struggling and like, oh, we can't connect to our audience. Morons, idiots. You have the internet. Your audience is looking right at you, waiting for you to say something to them and ask them, hey, what would you like to see? And this is why I love Kickstarter. You go on Kickstarter, you can engage with your supporters, with the people who are buying your book. You can ask them questions. You can send them emails, right? You can be engaging with your audience, and you can be asking them, "Hey,
shill for Kickstarter. Indiegogo is the same."
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kickstarter's better. But
they're both the same thing, man. They're both the same program. It's just one's a different.
If they're both the same thing. Tell me the highest grossing comic book in Indiegogo. How much money did it make versus the highest grossing comic on Kickstarter?
That's your responsibility for looking it up, since you want to show Kickstarter.
No. You guys are challenging my statement, so now the information falls on.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
You said that.
It's the same. It's the same idea, man. That's the same thing.
Then show me the proof. Show me the numbers.
Indiegogo.
That's the crap I'm talking about, man.
Indiegogo is dominated by a bunch of Comicsgate people that all sell up to $2 million.
Who's on Comicsgate?
I'm just telling you. And by the way, you know why they sell so many comics? Because they're former DC artists. Aaron Lopresti, Ethan Van Sciver, Shane Davis, John Malin. They're selling millions and millions of comic books. the same way Kickstarter is. All I was trying to tell you is that when you're on Indiegogo, I can email as many people as I want anytime I want. Okay. Right. I can talk to them every day, 10 times a day, 20 times a day.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Who sells more soda, Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Dude, we've had these arguments before. There is never, let me tell you something, and I'm going to shut you up for good about this Coca-Cola Pepsi thing. I would never want to be at the big corporate. So if Indiegogo is more independent based than Kickstarter, which it is, I would rather be with Indiegogo.
I said this. He didn't.
I said you can communicate with your fans the same way. Okay. Indiegogo.
It's the same idea, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
Is more indie than Kickstarter. That's all. Okay. And also, they don't discriminate or block you on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram because you were on a program with some other person. Because that's what Kickstarter does. Do the research about that. Look up YouTube videos.
Yeah, all you want to do is numbers.
How many creators have been blacklisted from Kickstarter? That's all
I'm saying is that if I'm the independent creator and my sole purpose is to create my product and make as much money as possible, dude, I'm going to go with the company that's going to give me the most money.
But the big thing is that they're getting too big. Kickstarter's getting too big for their britches because they're blocking people. They're not letting
Kickstarter keeps against people on Indiegogo. Okay? And by the way, if Indiegogo is thought as the black sheep, I would much rather be in the black sheep category than the corporate category. End of discussion.
Well, to me, you've already
I want to be
anyways.
I want to be a rebel.
But the big thing is, if you don't make the goal, you don't receive the money.
You need
to ask all the Kickstarter people that didn't make their goal and did they receive the money. Yeah.
Hey, look.
But you don't ask, but you just assume the ones that make money.
Yeah.
Brian Polito is on Kickstarter.
Of course.
I'm not saying anything bad about Brian Polito. He sells more comics probably than most people. All right. I don't know the numbers, but I know
he's been on Kickstarter, not for comics, but he's been on Kickstarter.
Right. So my point is that's great. Okay. But for an indie guy, I prefer one format over the other. That's it. Even for shopping. Yeah. Period. I don't like crowdfunding, period, but it is a necessity.
Right.
All right. It's a necessity. I would rather print 1,000 of my comics and send 5 copies to 200 stores.
You've mentioned before that you have a specific personal preference.
Right.
However, that's one of the things like we were talking about before with America. Like we have that. That's the great thing about the country is we have that freedom to make those decisions and choices. Like I have no personal issues with Indiegogo, but I think, like if I were a person, my personal preference, if I'm an artist and I want to make a lot of money, I'm going to go to Kickstarter and do it because I think Kickstarter has way more bigger, successful campaigns.
Right. So why would you want to be on a plate? Why would you want to be a small fish in a huge pond? I would rather be a big or medium-sized fish in a smaller pond. That's my point. Indiegogo,
Kickstarter's pond.
Indiegogo is more indie-based. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it.
Kickstarter's one. I think Kickstarter does a better job at advertising than Indiegogo, and 2, Kickstarter's pond continues to grow and grow.
The advertisement part is up to you, the person that advertised. It's not up to Kickstarter. It's not up to Indiegogo.
We all live in a bubble. All right. I think what I think. You think what you think. My point is though, again. If I had a choice of working for Marvel or Boom or Dynamite, I would much rather work for Boom or Dynamite. I don't want to work for Marvel.
Yeah.
Status in this country, in this world in 2021, status doesn't equal money. I guarantee you, in my 9-to-5 job, I make more than half of the writers and artists that work for Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
Okay. In my
you guys want to?
However,
bring up another funnier top?
I want to be an indie guy. I don't want to be a big guy.
That's fine. But you guys want to bring up another funny topic of New York Comic Con?
But
New
right
York,
before
New York
I just want to add on to Anthony's thing real quick. Less than 1 minute.
I'm giving you a minute.
Okay, but it's gonna be less than 1 minute.
Go.
It's gonna be less than 1 minute.
Go.
To add on to what you the last thing you said, Anthony, that you want to be an indie guy. You don't want to be an indie guy. You are an indie guy.
Of course.
You are. You are indie. Period. You know? And that's great. And I support that. You know, I think what you do, like when I was younger, I wish I could be an artist, but I never, I didn't push myself to do it. So that's it. You're an indie guy.
All right. And then you guys remember New York Comic Con last week where was it? Where Donnie was sharing that he got a Mr. Miracle, what was it? Mr. Miracle that was like art, like original art or whatever. Come to find out that piece wasn't an original piece. Come to find out, Donnie looked at it, and Donnie actually looked at it, and it says it's not. It was a forgery. But what ended up happening was he got scammed, but the guy gave him the money back, and he got an original piece. But the guy wasn't even mad about it. The guy just thanked Donnie for it because of the advertisement he got for it. He had a bunch. That piece got sold, and everything else got sold. So but I thought it was funny that it's a meme now that he has a Mona Lisa, and there's a meme where he's holding a Mona Lisa now.
That's hilarious. I didn't see that.
Yeah, because he deleted the damn picture because when he tossed it out there that it was a fake. Mm-hmm. That he goes, oh yeah, it's look what I got. I got original picture. Nope.
I'm friends with a guy who he's in the comic book business. He I forget the name of his company, but like he sells old comics. Like he's sold the first appearance of Superman before. And he was at New York Comic Con, and he got into a cab, and he heard a phone ring, and he looked at it. It was he was tucked into the back seat of a cab. So he pulled the phone, he looked at it, he answered it, and I think it was somebody from a hotel. It was the hotel was calling on behalf of the guest who had lost the phone. And so he posted a Facebook video because he went to go deliver the phone to the person who had lost the phone, and it was comedian actress Molly Shannon from SNL. It was her
cool.
cell phone, So I thought that was really cool. And then of course, you know how the news is. They'll take any little tiny story like that, and they'll try to, it'll just start popping up. It'll be putting his name on there, comic book industry or comic book seller, comic book retailer. Whatever.
I know you got an event. I know you're gonna be going to an event soon, and it's gonna be in 2 weeks.
I just recently paid for the table. I'm excited for it. I haven't done an event like this in a while. I'm still going through books. I've been so busy with work lately, and then so yeah, it's just getting.
Well, let some of these guys know. Whoever watches in the rewind and whoever else is gonna watch what the event is and stuff like that.
It's gonna be a small little, I don't want to say intimate, but it's going to be a small little comic convention. It's only going to be comic book retailers. There'll be maybe a couple people who are indie creators that are going to promote their books that they put on Kickstarter or whatever. And so some of those people will have a table there, but the majority of the people there, they're going to be all comic book dealers. They're all going to be people who either sell comic books on the side, or they have a small comic book business. So all of us are going to have tables there. It will be on Halloween Day, Sunday, the 31st. It's from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Brandon. I don't have the exact address on me, but you can look them up on social media. They are known as the Brandon Comic Fan Fair. So that's the name of the event. So it's the first one. And so hopefully it does really well, and then we get to kind of expand into like a bigger building, and there'll be more people. But you can expect to go to that little convention and probably get some really, really good deals on a lot of different types of comics. And they're doing a raffle. I forgot to mention that. They're doing a raffle. It's going to be a CGC graded, I believe it's one of those Spawn books that Todd McFarlane, one of the Spawn variants that Todd McFarlane signed. They will be doing that as a giveaway. So when you go to the convention, and it's $5 for a ticket. So if you go to the convention, you pay $5 for a ticket, and you go into it, you might end up being a lucky winner for a book that probably costs like between $200 to $500. You know, so it's a good deal.
Yeah. All right, my guys, I'm gonna call it. I'm getting a little tired. I know you guys are probably, because Anthony had a long work week. You had a long work week, so that's what you had going on. So what you got going on, Anthony?
I got nothing much going on. I'm gonna catch up with some sleep this week. Gonna start drawing some more pages. Venerella #1 is I have a mailing list. If you go to any of my social media outlets, I have a sign-up list. I'm going to be launching the campaign in a couple weeks on Indiegogo, not Kickstarter, and I'm going to have some bundles. If you sign up for the mailing list and you wind up backing the campaign, I have an exclusive print for you, and I'll be doing some more trading cards, some variant covers, and maybe a few surprises in the next week or so. I'm working on some special things, and I'm gonna have some tiers, some perks where you can actually get original pages from Venerella as perks with your packages. So
that's cool.
Real original Bristol board pages from the book, not sketches, not commissions, actual pages from the book.
Yeah, and then I got Anthony's Comic Wednesdays going on this week, and then I have Extreme Nerd Table. I have the Nerdy Collective with a special guest. I got it this time, and it's gonna be. But we would want people to come but I know it's like 1 a.m, but you guys can always watch it on a rewind. But I won't be the only co-host. He's gonna have 4 other co-hosts this week. It's a big deal. This was 2 years in the works. Try to get this guest. So we're pretty excited to actually finally get him. It's a gentleman from England, but he's originally from Australia. I believe his name is no. Damn it! I knew I would forget this. But it's a big deal. It's a big deal to Robert. It's a big deal to me. It's a get. But we will want you guys to come and support.
What does he write? Does he write? Does he draw?
No. He does a lot of YouTube videos, but it's been on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been on YouTube. It's been on Robert's to-do list, and we finally got him to actually appear on our show. So it's gonna be great. So make sure to be.
At least we remember what show we're on.
Yeah, I remember
most of the time.
Most Sundays. But that's pretty much what I got going on, and I probably getting more books and stuff like that in the mail. So you guys probably see whatever I've been picking up. But that's pretty much it. I'll be working a hell of a lot. So I'm trying to get another Vampy video out. It's taking a little bit because of work. Work's kicking my butt right now, but that's all I got going on.
Man. Work at your pace, you know.
Yeah, work's kicking my butt, but pretty much.
Be careful with your health too.
Yeah. I learned my lesson the last time, so. But that's all we got, guys.
We haven't brought up Chloe Grace Moretz lately. That's
lately
something we need to do again.
Yeah. I'll see you guys later, and we'll be checking you guys